Hey, this is Jeff with the New Home Experts, Metro Detroit, and I am on site today. We're at Whispering Ridge Estates in a brand new ranch that we just completed, have never built this plan before. I will pan around really quickly. Beautiful kitchen. This will be listing hopefully in the next week or so. We're going to be priced somewhere in the upper sixes, maybe 670-ish, 675, somewhere in that range. And we'll talk about this development in a little bit, but I want to start by talking about the Metro Detroit market with our friends Jennifer in Las Vegas and Jim in Sarasota. This market is very different than those markets. Here in Metro Detroit, we probably pull about 4,000 permits a year. In those markets, it's closer to 15,000, even though our population is probably double Las Vegas and maybe even triple Western Florida. Detroit's 300 years old. We've been around for a while. Most of the land in and around the city has been built out several times over. So most of the new construction here goes out into the far-reaching suburbs to the north and to the west. But there are options, be it old school buildings that have been torn down, golf courses that have been closed, or industrial sites that have been cleaned up and remediated. Sometimes you'll find that, and then sometimes it's an on-your-lot option where there's either a vacant parcel or a tear down in a neighborhood where we can go in and build. But if you want a new neighborhood, often you have to go out to those outer suburbs. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some of those new developments that we're keeping our eyes on for 2024. Now, before I get into those developments, I should talk about where I'm standing right now. This is a 2450 square foot ranch home. It has 3 bedrooms, a study. As I sort of panned around before without hitting lights, it's beautiful. This is in a development called Whispering Ridge Estates. This neighborhood started probably about 15 years ago. And as you can see from behind me, some of the styles of the homes have changed over the years. So it is not monotonous. You do not have the same house every 2 or 3 houses. It is a very different neighborhood. And there's only a couple of lots left. So if you don't like this house, there are a few more that we're going to have going up here before it closes out. As for the rest of the neighborhoods that we've been eyeing that haven't opened up yet or are just opening up, there are a couple to look at. So Pulte has 2 this year. They have Deer Brook out in Macomb. There's a lot of new construction in Macomb Township, but this is a neighborhood starting in the upper 4s, so you'll probably be just over 500,000. And at this point in time, that is actually a really good price point. There's not a lot that you can find for new construction in Metro Detroit for a single family home under 500,000. Down in Westland, another neighborhood that we profiled in our preview was Madison of Westland by Lombardo Homes. Those are going to start 290s. We had predicted low 3s. Those are going to be really, really well priced. So if you're looking for something that's at the entry-level price point, that's a great place to start. If you're looking more move up, the development in Macomb is great. If you're going to the upper end, Park Vista in Northville or Novi. It's kind of where Northville and Novi come together on that stretch of 8 Mile. That will be by Toll Brothers. Those will be estate-sized homes on large lots. Those will be starting from the 900s. You are going to be in the 7 figures on all of those houses. It's just kind of the way it goes these days. In the Northville and Novi area for new construction or for anything that has a roof over it, it seems like. Those have, I believe, already started. Just down 8 Mile and up a bit into what is called downtown Novi. Pulte's other development opening this year that we profiled will be coming online hopefully by the middle of the year. Those are going to be townhomes, probably starting in the 400s. Novi schools, and there will be a 3-bedroom option, I believe. So that will make that development very popular because Novi schools, everybody loves Novi schools. Broadway Park in Ann Arbor, that's the one that I couldn't remember. So Broadway Park will be a mixed development. So there'll be some residential, there'll be some retail, there'll be some recreation. This is on a vacant parcel that used to house, I think it was a DTE coal processing facility for forever. Then it was vacant for about 20 years. Now it's finally being built on. It is along the banks of the Huron River. It is the section of the Huron where the Argo Rapids are, which is this really cool sort of man-made whitewater section they built a couple years ago, but it makes for very cool views. That should be starting. I think that's started. I don't know when pre-sales begin, but it sounds like it'll be this year. So we'll be keeping our eye on that because we're very excited. You're walking distance to Carytown and really into downtown Ann Arbor as well. And if you're commuting from the western suburbs, I mean, highway access to M14 is right outside your door. So you're very close. There's also an Amtrak station there. So if Amtrak ever, becomes a regular method of commuting, imagine the possibilities.
Hi, this is Jennifer with the New Home Experts here in Las Vegas. I've been with the New Home Experts for just about 6 years, and I love living out here in Las Vegas today. Unfortunately, we're not having the best weather. It's a little bit rainy outside, but most of the time I do love our weather out here in Las Vegas. And I'm here to share with you specifically what's happening out here in 2024 for the Las Vegas new homes market. There is always a ton of new construction going on out here. One of the reasons is because we do have a large influx of people from other states, mostly from California, but also other states too, a lot of Pacific Northwest, Midwest, and even some East Coasters do make their way out to Las Vegas and decide to call it home. So for 2024, we have a ton of new construction that is coming online. I actually had the opportunity to speak with a very senior sales executive with Lennar Homes a few days ago, and really sharing with me how Lennar as a company is really doubling down on the expansion and growth of Las Vegas. So that was really exciting to hear. Another thing that out here in Las Vegas that we are known for is we've got some beautiful master planned communities. One of the most famous ones we have that most people are familiar with is Summerlin. Summerlin has actually started its new construction communities as a master plan back in the early 90s. So 2024 marks their 34th year, yes, 34th year of development in Summerlin. And believe it or not, there's still just over 5,000 acres left to develop in Summerlin. So that might take us about another 10 years, and that is owned, of course, by Howard Hughes Corporation, and it is expected that the all of Summerlin would be completed probably in about 10 years from now. So good news for that is there's still plenty of opportunities if you are interested in purchasing a brand new home in Summerlin. And what's really unique now too is the way they've developed these newer communities, and they're called villages out here in Summerlin. So we've got Red Point, which is one of our newest villages, and that's at 215 and Far Hills. And then we also have another community. It's also at 215, which is our Beltway. And that'll take you out to 215 in Lake Mead. And then there's another development out there, another village, and it's called Kestrel, which I found out is a bird because I did look that up. So anyway, there's a bunch of new construction from Woodside, Lennar, Pulte, KB, Tri-Point Homes. And what's really unique right now is they are Richmond American. I don't want to forget Richmond American. What is really, and Toll Brothers, sorry, I'm just thinking of them as I go. But something that's really interesting as far as what they're developing out here is Kestrel Commons and Red Point Square in particular are both having more townhomes and just more multi-family type properties. So what's great if it's for somebody that doesn't want a yard, doesn't want a lot of maintenance, and wants to keep their price down, they really have some great options out here. There's Toll Brothers, Cordillera, there's Tri-Point that's building Vertex, which are really neat. Woodside has a couple new communities. Pulte is building Blacktail, which are single-family homes, but they are 3-story. So some really, really unique products right now happening out here in Las Vegas. I'm really excited to represent the Las Vegas division of the New Home Experts. So if you do want to get in touch with me, Jennifer Graff, directly, you can visit our website at thenewhomeexperts.com. And I look forward to seeing you out in Las Vegas.